Howdy y'all, it's Reese, aka Bearman Prime, on this March 23rd. Welcome back to my Read the Bible in a Year series. Thank you again for joining me. Carve the top right hand corner for the rest of the playlist, and there's that like button. You should be hitting it, and that subscribe button, you should hit that too, and maybe that notification bell so you don't miss the video. Alright, so we saw the warning God gave to Israel yesterday when they demanded that they appoint a king, a earthly king over them, one man to rule over them. God has given them a warning that the king will take everything that they own. They will take their sons and their daughters for his own use, their property and such. King will have dominion over them. He will make them slaves, all this kind of stuff. So God was warning them to be careful what they wish for. So now let's see how that goes. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 9 today, starting in verse 1. Kish was an important man from the tribe of Benjamin. He was the son of Abiel. Abiel was the son of Zeror. Zeror was the son of Bechorath. Bechorath was the son of Aphiah, a man from Benjamin. Kish had a son named Saul, who was a handsome young man. There was no one more handsome than Saul. He stood a head taller than any other man in Israel. One day, Kish's donkeys got lost. So he said to his son Saul, "Take one of the servants and go look for the donkeys." Saul went to look for the donkeys. He walked through the hills of Ephraim and through the area around Shalisha. But Saul and the servant could not find Kish's donkeys. So they went to the area around Shalem, but the donkeys were not there either. Then Saul traveled through the land of Benjamin, but he and the servant still could not find the donkeys. Finally, Saul and the servant came to the town named Zuph. Saul said to his servant, "Let's go back. My father will stop worrying about the donkeys and start worrying about us." But the servant answered, "A man of God is in this town. People respect him. Everything he says comes true. So let's go into town. Maybe the man of God will tell us where we should go next." Saul said to his servant, "Sure, we can go into town, but what can we give to him? We have no gift to give the man of God. Even the food in our bags is gone. What can we give him?" Again the servant answered Saul, "Oh, look, I have a little bit of money. Let's give it to the man of God. Then he will tell us where we should go." Saul said to his servant, "That is a good idea. Let's go." So they went to the town where the man of God was. Saul and the servant were walking up the hill toward town when they met some young women on the road. The young women were coming out to get water. Saul and the servant asked the young women, "Is the seer here?" In the past, people in Israel called a prophet a seer. So if they wanted to ask something from God, they would say, "Let's go to the seer." The young women answered, "Yes, the seer is here. He is just up the road. He came to town today. Some people are meeting together today to share in a fellowship offering at the place for worship. So go into town and you will find him. If you hurry, you can catch him before he goes up to eat at the place for worship. The seer blesses the sacrifice so the people won't begin eating until he gets there. If you hurry, you can find him." Saul and the servants started walking up the hill to town. Just as they came into town, they saw Samuel coming out of town, walking toward them. He was on his way to the place for worship. The day before, the Lord had told Samuel, "At this time tomorrow, I will send a man to you. He will be from the tribe of Benjamin. You must anoint him and make him the new leader over my people Israel. This man will save my people from the Philistines. I have seen my people suffering, and I have heard their cries for help." When Samuel saw Saul, the Lord said to Samuel, "This is the man I told you about. He will rule my people." Saul went up to a man near the gate to ask directions. This man just happened to be Samuel. Saul said, "Excuse me, could you tell me where the seer's house is?" Samuel answered, "I am the seer. Go on up ahead of me to the place for worship. You and your servant will eat with me today. I will let you go home tomorrow morning. I will answer all your questions. And don't worry about the donkeys that you have lost 3 days ago. They have been found. Now, there is something that everyone in Israel is looking for. That something is you and your family." Saul answered, "But I am a member of the tribe of Benjamin. It is the smallest tribe in Israel, and my family is the smallest in the tribe of Benjamin. Why would you say Israel wants me?" All right, so here we go. The first king of Israel has been decided. It is going to be Saul, son of Kish, of the tribe of Benjamin. By all accounts, he looks the part. We always say here that someone looks like he's a president. He's got that presidential look. Saul very much like a king. He was very tall, very handsome, and so it was not by chance that God led him to Samuel, and he is going to be anointed the first king of Israel by God's decree. So we'll pick it up there tomorrow. Thank you again for joining me. I sure do appreciate it, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.